I've been a dancer for several years of my life, and unfortunately my dance career ended abruptly when I had a slip and fall at work. And the only thing that is keeping me going is the fact that I have now had stem cell. I was always very active, and I never realized how much a torn ligament could change everything in a split moment. But after working with Dr. Fishman and Dr. Yanai, I now have my life back. I am able to walk and slowly getting back into my professional career. After being injured, and looking for solutions on what I could do to heal myself faster, I had gone back through all my research on stem cell and finally found a doctor that would take my case seriously and give me the hope that I needed, to heal. Waking up in the morning and not being able to walk like a normal person, not being able to have feeling in my foot, having severe pain going up my leg, these are things that I had never experienced before in my career of dancing, and just one moment of a slip and fall could end everything. So I was so grateful to the stem cell. The first thing that happened after having treatment was immediately I had my feeling back. I had my mobility back, and that helped along with physical therapy, helped get me back to where I am right now. After researching stem cell and trying to find the right doctor to help with my injury, I had looked at different alternative stem cell treatments, going from bone, just with blood, and finding somebody who could explain the difference between stem cell coming out of the bone and stem cell coming from your own fat tissue in the abdomen. I found Dr. Fishman. Not only was he a thorough doctor and could explain explained it in a way that I could understand, he also made me feel comfortable, and he held my hand through the entire procedure and let me know that I was going to be okay. And it's been a great relationship ever since. His staff is wonderful, and Dr. Yanai also, who assisted in my surgery, also made me feel very comfortable. I have had no side effects of any kind that have been negative in any way. So the whole procedure was a wonderful procedure, and I would do it again if I ever got injured again.
Hi, my name is Dr. Bruce Fishman. I have the privilege of having Amanda as a patient of mine. She was a very active dancer, and she had a bad injury to her ankle, which really affected the entirety of her life. So I thought maybe you could tell people a little bit about that problem we had and the results we had with stem cell treatment in order to be able to avoid any surgery and get her back on her feet, literally, so she could dance again and wear nice high heels like we see on her feet again.
Well, after having stem cell, it was remarkable because I actually felt a difference within 24 hours. So the first thing I got back was the feeling in part of my foot that I hadn't had feeling in almost a year. And not having the mobility to turn or move my foot, flex, or point my foot without having to think about it because I didn't have the connection in order to do that. That was the first thing I got back. I also had a tremendous amount of energy. I don't know if that's with everybody, but for me, I had a lot of energy within the next 3 days. I've had a few other things also happen with the stem cell. Since I did have the stem cell throughout the entire body, not just injected in the area, I also noticed other side effects with that that were positive. My knee pain that I've had for years in both knees was a lot different. I also had shoulder pain from a break that has completely and totally gone away. And I will say, I don't know if this is a result of stem cell, I can't say for sure, but I had the start of neuropathy in my right eye. I do not have neuropathy in my right eye anymore. I don't know if that is a cause coming from the stem cell or if I healed, I'm not really sure. But along with, these are the side effects along with healing my ankle that I went through. So I do notice a lot of changes that have happened. I also had a difference in blood sugar. My A1C is improved quite a bit. I'm not cured of diabetes by any means, but I will say there was a difference after having the stem cell. I found that there were different options, one coming from the bone, also one was just blood platelets that didn't exactly make sense because you had to continuously have that. And then there was the option that you gave me, which was my own fat from my abdomen. And the reason why I chose that was because, number one, I knew that the body could heal itself. I thought it was a healthier option. Being diabetic, I am in control of my diabetes. I eat a very healthy diet. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I've never done drugs, I've never done any of those things. And knowing that I could have this surgery and not have to be under a severe anesthetic, only using 1% xylocaine, that was a better option for me. And it was a healthier option. And I noticed that the healing time was a lot faster, also due to the fact that I also had clarity. I wasn't drowsy, I wasn't loopy. I wasn't on any type of painkillers other than that 1% xylocaine. And I feel like that really did help. In the process of trying to heal and figure out what was wrong with my ankle, I did see several doctors, orthopedist, podiatrist, going with different referrals through my insurance. And finding Dr. Fishman was the best thing that could have happened because it was easy to build a relationship in one visit versus seeing these people several times and listening to their alternatives of, well, you may never dance again, and that wasn't an option for me. And Dr. Fishman told me day one, you're gonna dance again, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna heal, and really having that trust. And since then, I've also referred several of my friends to Dr. Fishman, and they've also had the treatment, and I can speak volumes on what it's done for them. I mean, they're back to being themselves, and they've been all ages, anyone from 18 years old to a friend that I've had who was in her 70s. And they are all grateful to have their life back, and they love Dr. Fishman, and they really trust him. You're welcome. So the procedure of stem cell included liposuction, and I never ever thought that I would ever have liposuction. Being a dancer, I've always maintained my weight, I've always had a flat stomach, I've always had good abs, and in California where everyone wants to have lipo, this was not something that I ever wanted to do or ever thought I would do. And finding out that in order to get your stem cells, you have to go through liposuction. So I had concerns, legitimate concerns, were, am I gonna have scars? Am I gonna be lumpy? What if it grows back? Am I gonna have fat in other areas that I never had before? And the answer to those questions is no. So I went through a minor procedure where I only had xylocaine shots. I was awake for the entire procedure. Now, is liposuction the most fun thing in the world? No, but it is tolerable, and if it's gonna be the one thing that's gonna save you in order to get your stem cells, it's totally worth it. The plastic surgeon, Dr. Yanai, was absolutely wonderful. I have no scars. I have no lumps. My stomach is completely and totally flat. I don't have any repercussions from that surgery. Again, it was the best thing I've ever gone through as far as a healing process. Dr. Yanai was perfect. He wanted to make sure that everything went perfectly and everything would come out even. He was not going to jeopardize my looks in any way, shape, or form, and he made me feel very comfortable in knowing that.